What's going on, guys? Today we're back, and today is September 21st, and it has been 85 days since my accident. Here's the clip.
Just go. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
607 is the next bus. You walk. That takes half an hour to get there. It's not fun.
And now we're finally going back to get test results. Let's go. So as you guys seen from that B-roll, we made it to where we have to go to the hospital. And I'm gonna roll you guys the clips that I filmed prior to when I even started making these videos, because that's kind of the reason that I started making these videos, was just because I had a messed up knee. So watch these clips, and then I'm gonna film the interview conference that I have with Dr. Lindsay. What's going on, guys? Today we're back, and today, as you probably tell by the title of the video or however I explain this, I really messed myself up. I'm gonna zoom this in a bit just so we get a better there we go. So you guys know that I just got off having a fractured foot. I should have still been wearing my air boot until the 5th of July, and that's when I would be getting it off. And then I have a fracture clinic appointment on the 5th that I'm still going to. My foot has been feeling good. I mean, if you guys seen my last Instagram post, when I was at Joyride with Tron, I learned 180 whips that day too, so that was pretty fun. But this video isn't just going to be this part of me talking. This video is going to have answers in it, I hope. I'll play the clip for you guys. Yeah, here, watch this.
Just go. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
607 is the next bus. You walk. That takes half an hour to get there. It's not fun.
So what you guys just seen, that was me jumping off a bridge into water, and it's a boat canal, so it's really deep water, and I didn't hit the ground or anything like that. If you guys remember, I have had problems with my knee, my right knee, for a long time. I went to physio for it. I got orthotics in my shoes for it. I did everything that I could that the physiotherapist said would help. And because it used to pop out usually when it was bent, like if you're thinking this was my knee, when my knee was bent straight up like this is when it would come out. And then what I would have to do is extend my leg, and it would snap back in. So I've just come to realize that it's not my knee that pops out. I don't know what it is that pops out at this moment, because when I jumped in the water, I started treading water. You guys know what motion, I can't explain it, but you guys should know what motion you do when you tread water. So I started treading water to come up, and it came out, but this time it hasn't gone back in, and it still hasn't gone back in since 4 o'clock yesterday. And right now, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 2:30 or something. So it's almost been out for 24 hours. But when we went to the hospital, they took x-rays of it, and there's no dislocation in the knee whatsoever. They gave me this, you can't see it, but they gave me this thing like to keep my leg straight, and they put that on, and it hurt like hell, because the problem is I can't put my leg straight. I am on crutches right now. I wanted to try and explain what has happened on Friday. So today is Friday. So last Friday, I was swimming after exams with a couple of friends, and we were out in maybe like 7 feet of water. It wasn't that deep, but it was still over my head, and it came out when I was treading water again, but it went back in. I didn't think anything of it. I kind of just took it easy. I put my knee brace on. I had a different knee brace that I was wearing before this certain injury happened. I put that on. I was fine. I was playing baseball, but this time I jumped in, and it's still messed up. I have been trying to keep extending it and bringing it back in. A couple things have been popping and cracking, and it's starting to feel better, but I know that something's not right. I can't bear any weight on it whatsoever. I had to actually get my grandparents' shower chair so I could have a shower, so I could sit down in the shower. But hopefully in this video I get answers. Hopefully I get something. I'm getting a massage later today. Hopefully that might help it a little bit, and then my mom's gonna try and take me to a chiropractor and see what they say about it. And they also booked a fracture clinic appointment for my knee on the 6th of July, which is kind of funny because I have one on the 5th for my foot, and then now on the 6th for this. But I don't think that we're gonna go to that because I know it's not broken. I think what they thought at the hospital is that when I hit the water is when it hurt, when it came out or whatever happened to it. But it wasn't. It was when I hit the water, and then I came back up, and I started treading to come back up, and I can't say that it popped out because there's nothing wrong with my kneecap whatsoever, but there is something not right. My mom seems to think that tendons might have gotten wrapped around the wrong way and they got to be unwrapped that way. I'm not too sure. I've basically just been laying in bed all day and watching Netflix. I'm gonna stop talking right now because I don't want this video to be too long, because hopefully in the next clip there are some answers that I get. The day that this happened, I actually went to the skate park in Sutton, and I got a couple of clips, and that should be on my Instagram. I think that's where I'm going to put them because I only filmed a couple here and there. We'll see where it goes from here. So I'm pretty sure that the last clip that you guys saw was of me explaining that I'm getting answers or something. I don't remember. I haven't filmed in a couple of weeks, but it's been about two or 3 weeks since I messed my knee up, and it's I have an MRI in a month, and that is gonna hopefully give us some clarity on what is going on. They know it's not an MCL. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the lady that came and massaged my leg, she thought that it was an MCL. It's not an MCL because with the doctor, how he pushed and stuff, it's not an MCL. The MRI will hopefully give us some clarity on what is wrong with it. There's still fluid on it. It still is not, when I walk, I still don't feel that it's 100%. It felt like it kept getting better, and then now it's at the point where it's just staying at a certain point. It's not getting any better right now. But I have, I hope you guys, I don't know, it might have been the last video. I hope you guys liked the last video when I got my new condoms. I've been messing around with them a lot. But I just went out for a couple of minutes and I just rode around and pedaled around. And I did a couple of tricks, and it wasn't that I didn't like it. It was that I didn't like it because I knew I wasn't 100%, and I knew that I wasn't doing the tricks to the best of my ability that I could. I have pushed my woodward week to week 12. We pushed it to week 12, so if worst comes to worst, then I go week 12. But if I do feel better and I do want to go, then we can bump it up a bit more. But if I can't go week 12, then I will be going next year. Unfortunately, I won't make it this year, but it is what it is. I gotta get better, and I gotta get 100% to make the best videos that I can for you guys and to ride to the best of my ability. This was just a quick little snapshot update that I wanted to put out because I felt like I needed to explain that I'm getting an MRI in a month. It's not an MCL, my woodward date, everything like that. So I will see you guys in the next clip. Hopefully it'll be me explaining what the MRI did. Hopefully it'll be something about the MRI, because that still is probably going to be about the end of July, beginning of August. I don't know when this video is being posted. Right now the date is July 13th. So hopefully the next clip will probably be around the end of July and early August, and that will be when my MRI is. That's all I have to say right now. I hope that the next clip gives some clarity as to what is wrong with me. Man, it sucks not being able to ride in the summer. So here's that. So we just made it into where everything is going to be explained to me. I don't have any idea what is happening. I just want answers.
Jumped into the water from the bridge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Treading water to come up, knee popped out, right. Had an effusion, good straight leg raise, range of motion is pretty good, seems stable. MRI, follow up after. So.
He's been taking physiotherapy since we saw you.
Okay. So his MRI is complete, right?
Yeah.
Did you read the impression here? Lateral meniscus bucket handle tear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which means.
So I'm going to give you your little tutorial. If this was your leg, that is your knee. Thigh bone, shin bone, inside of your knee. You see there, you got this little white pad between the two bones.
Yeah.
That's your medial meniscus. There is another little brother white cartilage pad on the outside of your knee. That's called your lateral meniscus. That's where we're interested in your knee. Now, because we like to look at those pads a little bit better, we'll take the thigh bone and make it disappear. I'm going to take this segment of the shin bone between my thumb and my finger here, and we're going to magnify it over to here.
Okay.
See it? Still with me?
Yeah.
There's your medial meniscus, there's the lateral. They take a little cross section out of it just to show you, but there's the lateral, and you say, boy, why wouldn't they show you a picture from up here looking down? Boy, that would be the best place to look. Well, this is that picture. Okay?
Okay.
Here's a happy medial meniscus, this half moon shaped pad. There's the lateral meniscus, another half moon shaped pad, and your thigh bone would plug on top of that. But your lateral meniscus is torn, and this is what a bucket handle tear looks like. You see this strip here that's pulled away? It looks like you could grab it like a bucket. That's what you've done, but on the other side, on the lateral side. So, that's what that means.
That's the reason why he still has swelling.
That's a big contributor, yeah. So, treatment for that, The meniscus, the majority of the meniscus, even in a kid, does not have any blood vessels in it, does not have any ability to heal. So once you tear it, it stays torn and that's it. If the tear is out at the very edge of the meniscus where it attaches to the capsule, you know, right out at this edge, way out here, not on the inside here because I see all this rim that's left behind, but I'm saying there's no rim, the whole thing is pulled away, then there's sometimes enough blood supply there that we'll try to repair it. I probably repair 2 menisci a year because they're almost never torn there.
Right.
But if anybody was going to tear it there, it'd be a 15-year-old kid, not a 47-year-old man.
Yeah.
I've had part of my meniscus out, Lee's had part of his meniscus out. It's a very common middle-aged type injury as your meniscus gets more friable, dries out as you get older. Anyways, so you got a torn meniscus, so depending on where the tear is and how long it's been since you tore it, it may
85
be,
days.
it may be, how many?
85 days. I did that.
Yeah, you're one of these kids, eh? Anyway, he has 3 options. Well, he has 2 options, and then the second option has 2 basic sort of routes that he can follow. One is he can leave his knee alone. Know he's got a meniscus tear there, but if it doesn't bother him, leave it alone. Don't do anything about it. If it bothers him, pain, swelling, tenderness, restriction in activity, then the treatment would be one of 2 things, and the decision would be made during the operation. Trim out the torn bit, you know, the bucket handle has to go, and leave behind whatever's healthy and stable. Or try to fix it if it was repairable, and I've told you that the chances of that are very small.
Right. Right. So it all depends on kind of the level that it bothers you and restricts you.
Well, that is what I wanted.
That's all
And
you
that
needed
is
to
what I
know.
needed,
That's what you've
so.
been waiting to hear. Okay.
Okay, buddy. You let
right.
me know what you decide, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay.
Means a lot.
Thanks, Dr. Lindsay.
This is the picture of when Matt kind of proved himself on the full loop in South Africa. And it's in the hospital, which I thought was really cool. Well, that was the answers I was waiting for, and those are the answers that I got. Now, neither of them sound good, but I have to deal with it. I'm gonna sit on it, I'm gonna think about it, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I hated everything, but
Why are you videotaping for the vlog? Alright. Wait.
And it didn't do it.
You'll know. There you go.
I saw it. I just want to look at it.
I know. Don't look directly at it.
And it went out. That's it?
Wait, you can look at it through the phone?
Well, yeah.
No, she said not to.
Oh, well.
Ty's going blind.
Oh, darn.
Well, I'm home from school and it's f***ing raining. I can't do anything now because it's
So my batteries are really low. I'm just grabbing my camera out of the car and I don't have my phone on me. My dad, he was driving, he gets up at like 5 o'clock in the morning for work, and he has a dash cam, and he was driving, and he looked at the dash cam footage, and it was just, bang, broken windshield. Take a look at his windshield. This has got to be one of the weirdest windshield cracks I've ever seen. Like, it's what he thinks is something came from here and hit it, because it's just freaking dickered. It's in a circle. I've never seen a windshield crack like that. Anyway, it kind of cleared up, but it's still windy, so I don't really know what's going to be happening, but... Well guys, I just want to make this quick because this video has been really long and I didn't anticipate it to be this long, but basically how I can explain what had happened to my knee is I had a tendon that was like this, and then it split in half, and this side stayed connected to whatever piece that it was. But when I felt the popping sensation, it was when this was snapping out and then snapping back in. So what has happened is it has snapped out and now it's staying out and it's not going anywhere. So it can't get worse, it can't get better, and that is basically the result of my knee. And my knee was the reason that I started vlogging. If you don't know that, go back and watch the first video and I explain it about as best as I probably could. Anyway, tomorrow I gotta work, Sunday I gotta work, and Monday I gotta work, so I'm not too sure what the next 3 videos are gonna be. But I'll try and make them as interesting as I can. I love you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Boosh!